guys, so today for our activity we are going to be doing some cutting. Cutting can help develop those fine motor skills and is a small group that we do often in the classroom. So the materials that you'll need for this activity are a pair of scissors. I know Miss Carrie dropped you off some child-sized scissors, so please use those. And then a piece of plain paper. And as you can see, I've drawn lines on this piece of paper. I've drawn a straight line, kind of like a wavy line, and then a jagged line that kind of looks like mountains. So these are the materials you'll need. So what you're gonna wanna do, you just have your child hold the scissors. We tell our children to hold the scissors thumb side up, so it's easier for them to cut. They have more control that way with their other fingers down in the bigger hole down there. So you're just gonna have your child try to cut along the line, okay? And see if they can cut along the full line to cut the piece of paper. Just like that. And if obviously they can do the straight line, then you can move on to the wavy line. Kind of hard to cut this while showing it. Okay, so cut along the wavy line. Like that. Like that. And then if they can do that, have them cut along the jagged lines. And I know in our classroom, once they've cut along the jagged lines, the end product kind of looks like a crown. So I know a lot of our kids in our class have taken this activity further and decided to make crowns after the fact. So that's also a fun idea that you could do. Almost done here. Cutting, and there we go. So see, kind of looks like a crown. And if you make more jagged lines on another piece of paper and have them cut that out, and then you can tape it or staple it together, and then they can decorate their own crown. Okay, so I'll cut all my pieces of paper. Now some children may only be able to rip paper, and that's fine too. That's developing those fine motor skills. You need to be able to rip paper before you can cut. Some children might only make little snips along the edges like that. That's okay too. They're still working those fine motor muscles. Now, if your child can do pretty much all of these lines with ease, then you can start doing shapes. So I drew a square, a triangle, and a circle. And all of these can help develop the cutting skills and those fine motor skills more, because now they have to try and rotate the paper with the shape. So those opposing hand movements, working on those fine motor opposing hand movements. Yeah, just like that. So controlling the scissors with one hand while they're turning the paper with the other hand. And for kids, this will be a lot easier to do on a table. I'm just doing it up here so you guys can see what I'm doing. But for kids, it might be easier for them to hold it on a table, cut and turn. So yeah. You can also do other shapes. You can make hearts, rectangles, diamonds, any shape that you think your child might be interested in cutting out, you can make for them. Okay? So again, that's our small group activity. Pretty plain and simple and forward. Please send pictures to me and Miss Carrie. I know we'd love to see them. Thanks, guys.